SPGtv.
Right, it's Will, and I'm here with the band of the moment, Bastille. Welcome to our lovely, cramped little room.
It's nice, isn't it?
Don't know about you, but it feels like I'm speaking to you guys in possibly the most exciting week of your career so far. Is it safe to say that?
It's definitely the weirdest.
Yeah.
Weirdest week.
Yeah.
It's been a bit surreal, to be honest.
And it's looking like you could be number one tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it too early to be talking about that?
We were like, basically yesterday, we were like front runners, but it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and we're definitely not a Mother's Day album. But
Yeah, but Justin Timberlake might be.
so, oh no, wait, you mean singles?
I mean
I
singles.
was talking albums. Sorry,
Oh, sorry. Well, we can talk albums as well.
singles. Oh no, we definitely won't be number one single.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, to be honest, even having this conversation is completely ridiculous because it's not something we ever expected. But
Do you feel a little bit annoyed though that Justin Timberlake, he went away for 7 years and then he chose this week to come back just the same week as you wanted to release your single as well? Is that a little bit annoying? Do you hate him a little bit?
No, not really. I mean, like I went to the Brit Awards, which again I feel like such an idiot saying that out loud. But and was sitting there watching him do that song with like massive production and like huge band and stuff, and it felt like I was in the TV when I was watching it. And the last thing I ever expected was 2 weeks later for us to be like, in a sort of this position. So it's very, very weird. But it's one of those things. I think with like a single, I think someone at our label said that in pretty much any other week of the year, if we sold that many, we would have easily got number one.
Yeah.
But
I wish
we
they would
never.
tell us these things.
I know. It's like,
like,
thanks. Yeah, wicked. But
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
That was never like
Yeah,
like
wicked,
being
right.
anywhere near the charts was never like an objective or an aim or anything we even thought would be a possibility. So we're just kind of like. It's nice to be. We're really busy on tour. We have to think about it.
Yeah.
We listened to the chart thing on Sunday. It was quite funny, and
then we went to Pizza Hut.
then went to Pizza Hut.
No, you should have rent star. Why not?
Ice cream sundae was awesome.
Very nice. Let's take people back a little bit to your City High cover of What Would You Do? Why that cover? Why that song?
Well, it started out because we'd been doing some gigs, and we at the time only had sort of 6 songs to play.
Right.
And so if it ever happened that we'd do an encore, which was rare, we'd like roll out this cover just because I kind of like it was easy to play. It's 4 chords, and we thought like I don't know. I remembered it from hearing it on the radio when I was younger, and it's one of those songs that we'd play it and everyone would be like, "What's this?" And then by the chorus, everyone was like almost without control singing every single word.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was just fun. It was starting as a bit of piss take because we're from London, and it's this like quite sort of like ghetto American song.
Yeah.
And it was always a bit of a joke. And then we did a recording of it and actually listened to the lyrics and like maybe we should like I don't know. So we did quite like a sort of we put a lot of effort into the recording, tried to make it good. And that's kind of how it started.
And I mean that's one of the songs, like you say, the crowd didn't trigger really what it was. Are there any other songs as well which you could bring back to our memories that people may have forgotten about? Ones that you might want to cover in the future?
We've done 2 mixtape albums.
Yeah.
Pretty much full of songs like that.
Are you going to do any more mixtapes?
Yeah, definitely. Or if we have time, we want to do another one this year.
That's something you're interested in as well.
Yeah, massively. It's really a question of time. Like last year, we toured loads and did loads of festivals. But we also had the luxury of it's the first year where being in the band was our job, so we had like quite a lot of time to sort of spend in the studio and as well as making our own album, working on things for other people and the mixtapes. So
how do your covers differ from say like the X Factor, Illuminati guys? How do you put your twist on it?
I think we're never trying to us doing covers is never trying to like advance our career or anything like that. We're not, and us doing covers also doesn't come through a lack of confidence in our own songs. Like,
yeah.
Not that I'm saying that our songs are good, but
you can say that.
No, I don't think it. But we always did our own songs, and the covers were just something we did for fun on the side.
Also, our covers are kind of within the context of the mixtapes. They're not something that there's no covers on the album, for instance.
Yeah.
It's not like...
And there never was going to be covers on the album. But it was just something we did kind of for fun. It started as a bit of a joke.
Plus, the second one in particular is quite collaborative, so it's never even really about... It's getting our friends into
It's fun.
Yeah, totally. And the whole point of doing them was to be able to kind of use other people's songs, not be very faithful to them, to be honest, and like... not listen to the originals and treat them like they were our own. So with the production, it was just a nice opportunity to kind of experiment loads with production, push it, further kind of either way, like more electronic, more bandy, more acoustic, and bring in like film quotes and like just sort of, I guess we wanted to like play around with the idea of how interchangeable some pop music can be, and like, you know, if I didn't think a chorus of one song was good enough, I'd just stick another one in there from another song that I liked. I don't know. So it was, yeah, I don't know. It was just for fun, really.
Did you ever get any feedback from a band that you've covered and be like, they didn't like it at all?
Yeah.
Have you?
The reason we had to take the mixtapes down was because we are like currently being threatened, like legally, by one of the bands.
Okay, well we won't go there. Are there any ones that you wish hadn't seen the light of day then? Possibly that one, depending on how the legal case goes.
It's one of my favourites, so it's a bit frustrating.
Can you tell us which one it is?
Alright. Sorry. I'm like halfway in the process of drafting a scary letter. Not scary.
Grown up stuff.
I'm responding to a scary letter. But yeah, no, I don't know. And it's fun. What's ridiculous about that is because like these were literally something we did for ourselves for fun. We put them out and people sort of happen to like them, which is wicked. But you know, we haven't made any money from them. We never intended to. It was just a sort of like guilt.
It's basically a free advert for them. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they shouldn't be complaining, really.
I know.
Anyway.
Apparently Barbie sued Aqua when they did Barbie Girl. It's like, that's just the best advertising ever.
A plastic toy?
The company that made Barbie sued.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was going to say, how does that work? Let's fast forward to now. The album, Bad Blood, it's out right now. It's absolutely amazing. On my train just now from London, I listened to it twice.
Oh, thanks.
I just fell in love
Did
with
you
it.
come from London for this?
Yeah.
All of you?
Just me.
Okay.
Just me. And it's an addictive listen. It really is an addictive listen. I feel like you're bringing accessible pop music back to the masses, really. And also, it's not just for pop fans, it's for indie fans, it's for dance fans, electronica fans. It's a really, really accessible album. How was it putting together your first album? You know, you've done mixtapes. How was this process different?
I guess everything that we recorded and everything that I wrote kind of up till the end of last year was intended to be for this. So there were quite, there's like, well, not everything, but everything over the last couple of years. So there was sort of like 20 songs, and the hardest thing was picking what songs to be on there and stuff. But I don't know, it was fun. We just like, I've always just sort of, with songwriting, kind of got on with it, and I like kind of having ideas going on in the back of my head, and like I co-produced it with my friend Mark, who was like has this tiny little studio in South London, and it was so nice that last year we'd always just go and hang out there and work on the songs. And
also there's not that much pressure, because like often you hear of bands having to go into the studio for like 2 weeks to record their album. And we just sort of did it over a year, and I'd occasionally go down and we just sort of hang out.
Nice. So we've never really we've just, the last couple of years, just worked steadily, both building our live thing and in the studio, and never really had any hype or pressure from anyone. So it was quite a nice way to make an album. There were never any expectations on us, really. So we just got on with it, and I think I'm quite drawn to songs, with like big choruses and like memorable songs. I wanted to make an album full of, with no filler, with songs like that. And there are songs that we would love to have gone on the album that we just didn't want to bore people with.
Fair enough.
Like,
Couldn't even make it as a
if it was up
bonus
to me,
track.
it would have been a 20-track album, basically. But no one wants to hear that. So yeah. But it was just really fun. I loved making it, and this year will be fun as well. But it's gonna be really, different, because it's gonna be much more sort of touring heavy. But I can't wait to, I've already sort of started writing new stuff, and I can't wait to spend more time in the studio. It's such a different side of it.
Yeah.
And that's I guess where I'm like kind of most comfortable as well. And it's just really nice. Like Will would come down.
Yeah, I'd just come down, and it usually took me about like half an hour to do my bit, and then I just hang out all day.
Just chill out in the studio.
Because it's like a little party.
Do you feel more at home then in the studio than on stage? Which
I think Dan does.
I'm
the other way around, actually.
Because usually a band feels much more at home on the stage. That's what they're doing it for. They're doing it to perform to a live audience.
I guess because this started, I've always just done. I always just kind of wrote songs because I wanted to, and I never really initially had any intention of anyone hearing them. So I think that's kind of where I'm most comfortable, and there's less pressure. And I think the thing that I find most satisfying out of doing music stuff is making something.
Yeah.
So being able to be in the process of finishing off a song, and then when it's done, it's finished, and you've got something that you've made, even if it's not physical. But so yeah, I think for me personally, the sort of live side is something I've had to adapt to and kind of grow to enjoy.
Sure.
It definitely wasn't natural to begin with. But then Woody, who plays drums,
Yeah.
loves performing. So does
I
mine.
like the act of playing music more than recording and writing it. I sit and play guitar for ages every day, but I don't really ever record anything or
Okay, I guess
progress
if that's what you love doing, you just spend all day doing it.
yeah.
And I guess when you perform as well with the band, you feel a bit more pushed by them to.
Well, Dan, when I first met Dan, he was kind of quite shy and sat behind his piano, and now he's insane. Just bops about.
He's out there.
I can't keep up. I'm getting old.